Kawasaki might be late to the electronic semi-dynamic suspension superbike party, yet they figure they have a couple of traps up their sleeve that could make it the best of the breed. The new 18,949 pounds ZX10R SE includes Kawasaki's, and Showa's, first self-changing forks and stun. And also suspension that is intended to dependably give you the ideal measure of help and knock retention. The range-topping machine likewise gets the lightweight Marcassini haggles from the homologation uncommon ZX10RR. BMW's 2013 HP4 was the primary superbike to have electronic screwdrivers fitted inside its sacks, suspension units, to continually change damping levels to suit the street surface, grasp level, and rider input. The German's framework has developed throughout the years in the S1000RR, and now you'll discover comparable keenness suspending the Öhlins Schad Ducati 1299 and V4 Panigale S, Yamaha R1M, and the most recent Honda Fireblade SP. Ordinary, mechanically flexible suspension is a trade-off. You're screwed over thanks to a solitary suspension setting, and that is the one it is possible that you, or somebody who realizes what they're doing, have affectionately dialed in. Very uncommon, or the one given to you out of the case, more probable. The last will be the mother of every one of the one-estimate-fits-all settings that may never suit your size, or the way you ride. In principle, there are no such issues with semi-dynamic suspension. Creating the equipment is generally basic. Simply fit a way to consequently turn the agents inside the forks and stun, yet the troublesome piece is guiding the suspension in any case. Kawasaki ZX10R SE Best Bits. The Japanese firm claims its Kawasaki Electronic Control Suspension, KECS, is notably better than the rest in light of the speed their damping change responds, the measure of data it assembles to do it, and the nature of the Showa suspension units themselves. Dissimilar to match frameworks that utilization either step engines or backhanded control solenoids to twiddle the damping agents, the Kawasaki utilizes an immediate control solenoid, which can respond at lightning speed, 1000 times each second. KECS additionally gathers information from the bicycle at a likewise mind-boggling rate of bunches and uses that data to always calibrate damping. It's normal for present-day semi-dynamic suspension to take readings from the ECU and inertial measurement units to get everything from street and wheel speeds, lean edge, throttle position, and brake weight. The BMW likewise has a stun travel sensor, which tells the framework how much and quick it's moving and whether it's on its up, bounce back, or down, pressure, stroke. The ZX10R SE's framework ticks all these crates and runs a phase promote with a stroke sensor in the left fork leg, for significantly more control, and that is a street bicycle first. You've most likely observed them outwardly of one of the fork legs on dashing bicycles. There are two fundamental suspension modes to browse: progressing, road, which works in a delicate range, and track, which has a firmer setup. There's likewise a third, manual mode, which is still semi-dynamic, which gives you a chance to tweak things further. The KECS is quick, smart, and the high-spec Showa gas suspension is the same as you'll discover holding up the standard ZX10R. There's no drop in quality to compensate for its silicone improvements, which goes some approach to clarify the SE's fruity sticker price. The new suspension is at its most amazing out and about. One of the ZX10R's most amazing qualities is the extravagance of its Showa forks and stun. That smooth ride quality is still there in road mode, yet it's marginally harder, as the enchantment damping control does its thing to help you under braking and increasing speed. Everything means a ZX10R with a crisper vibe. It's lighter, more garrulous in your grasp, and shakes strong stable at any speed. You can feel exactly what amount damping range there is, a genuine indication of best cabinet suspension, by trying different things with track mode out and about. The additional damping bolster it gives really helps the Kawasaki steer and alter course much simpler. It's better time, yet obviously it doesn't deal with street knocks also. A setting amongst track and road, effectively done in manual mode, would be impeccable. However, when you don't crave doing your Johnny REA impact on your most loved extend, the excellence of the KECS is you can click it into its delicate setting and appreciate an agreeable ride. You could even go above and beyond in manual mode and set the SE extremely delicate for motorway cruising and for riding in the wet. On track. With more grounded damping control, the SE remains firmer at the back, holding itself up under hard, speeding up and abating the rate of plunge when hard on the brakes. Be that as it may, at full lean the suspension mollifies to enable tires to merge into the landing area. It's lighter controlling through chicanes and more steady under hard braking and speeding up. This electronic setup alternate routes hours and conceivably even days worth of attempting to dial in the ideal setup yourself. Yet as amazing as the KECS may be, the forks have a marginally dead inclination as you trail brake into a pinnacle, and the guiding still isn't as sharp as a few of its superbike rivals. Its significant fork and stun preload, which is as yet a pig to get to, isn't electronically customizable, so for circuit work regardless you'll need to uncover your screwdriver and C-spanner to set suspension list. Suspension change aside, the SE has an indistinguishable feel from the RR. It's a peaky fiend, so you need to ride it like a 600 to stop it impeding out of corners, yet when you twist it up it cries like a neurotic between corners. Lighter wheels are an undoubted also, yet you can't feel their advantage riding the SE in disconnection. However, the IMU-fueled footing control, against wheelie, quick shifter, and auto blipper are up there with the best in business. Kawasaki disengaged the moderately set ABS for us on the track, and keeping in mind that the M50 Brembo's monoblock calipers don't need control, they do not have the blissful inclination and nibble of the best set UPS out there. Any disadvantage? Genuine circuit heads will at present be in an ideal situation with well-set secondary selling suspension and bespoke springs, yet the SE is ideal for periodic track day riders. Simply flick a catch to have a ton of fun throughout the day and ride home without rattling out your fillings. The three suspension settings aren't connected into the Kawasaki's riding modes, similar to a few, so you have to go into the and marginally awkwardly menu to pick, by means of the ZX10R SE's LCD dash. Pictures by Neil Jones and Kawasaki. Kawasaki's superbike family. ZX10R, 14,149 pounds, 197 bhp, 206 kilograms. Base model, propelled in 2016 with Euro 4 engine, lighter motor internals, Showa gas forks, undercarriage and styling mods, Brembo monoblocks, quick shifter, rider modes, footing and wheelie control. ZX10RR, 16,249 pounds, 197 bhp, 206 kilograms. The homologation extraordinary RR is the one you need for dashing. It's not any more capable than the R, however has more grounded crankcases, DLC covered tappets, a bigger barrel make a beeline for acknowledge high lift cams, lightweight haggles blipper. ZX10R SE, 18,949 pounds, 197 bhp, 206 kilograms. New for 2018, the SE has the motor, undercarriage, and hardware of the ZX10R, the auto blipper and lightweight wheels of the RR with new electronic semi-dynamic Showa suspension. Kawasaki ZX10R SE. Cost 18,949 pounds. Motor 998 cubic centimeters 16V inline 4. Casing cast aluminum twin fight. Seat tallness 835 mm. Suspension 43 mm Showa forks and single back stun. Electronic semi-dynamic damping and mechanically flexible preload. Front brake 2x 330 mm front plates with 4-cylinder Brembo outspread calipers. 220mm back plate with single-cylinder caliper. ABS. Hues black. Accessible now. Power 197 bhp at 13,000 rpm. Torque 84 ft-lb at 11,500 rpm. Curb weight 206 kilograms. Tank limit 17 liters. You can read more in MCN on 11th April. Kawasaki unveiled its new machine at the EICMA Appear back in November. MCN was there. Kawasaki ZX 10R SE gets semi-dynamic suspension. Regardless of another staggering year with Johnny Rea taking his third WSB title on board a Kawasaki ZX 10R, the superbike hasn't figured out how to luxuriate in the greatness in showrooms. Be that as it may, Kawasaki are trusting this new form will saturate it with some additional bar gloating credit. Situated between the base ZX 10R and the homologation RR adaptation, this new SE gets two key new gadgets moves up to enable it to take the battle to its blessed by the gods contenders. The first is the expansion of an all-new Showa-created electronic suspension framework, the first to be seen on a Kawasaki. Created with Showa, the new Kawasaki Electronic Control Suspension, KECS, adds semi-dynamic electronic damping to the SE's arsenal. The framework adjusts to street and riding conditions, giving the perfect measure of damping, which is balanced electronically to suit vehicle speed and suspension stroke speed through a solenoid valve with coordinate activation. The response time is only 1 millisecond, substantially speedier than frameworks that depend on step engines, or those that utilization pilot valves. The second is the entry of a bidirectional quick shifter, permitting smooth consistent here and there shifts over 2500 rpm on street and track. It additionally profits by new 7-spoke Marcassini produced wheels, which are lighter than the standard bikes, for enhanced spryness, speeding up, and braking. The SE is just accessible in this unadulterated stealth metallic flat spark black / metallic matte graphite gray.